Hello. Um, Today I'm finishing this, or at least getting progress done on it. There's still like 6 or 7 bags left, so camera's there because I have my phone plugged in. So I think I'm on to bag 7. I think. Let's see. Okay, this is a step I haven't done. I've done that. Yep. Okay, this is the front area. Yep. Oh yeah, I have a lot of that done. Haven't done that. I didn't build any of it yesterday, so let me figure this out. Oh, there we go. Bag number 7. Minifigure in this one, Jason Sindula, with the wrong colored hair. Oh, I wish he had arm printing. That would have been so cool. Like, if they ever make another one where he has green hair, I really want him to have at least one arm printed to have that symbol that Kanan has, that bit of armor. That's just me liking Kanan so much and wanting more things to do with Kanan in LEGO. It seems like a really small bag. Some very colorful stuff. It's like the most color you'll see in a LEGO Star Wars set. Even though it's mainly white, there's just, like, there's so many bright colors. The torso print, of course, the short legs seem fine. I don't know if this face print's new or anything. Of course, it is that newer color, but I don't know if it's appeared in something else. The hair piece itself seems fine. It's just, of course, it's inaccurate. It's not. Yeah, it seems like a fine figure. It's just not accurate to what we have seen with Jason Sindula. Let me move this pile of bricks over because I need to get to. So, talking about other stuff in LEGO, before I get to the Ahsoka stuff, the LEGO Masters Season 4, I think, list got put up, which of course saw the trailer like a while ago, and was at a convention a little while ago in Toronto, Bricks in the Six, and one of the people who had just an amazing Star Wars build. It was an Imperial hangar sort of build. He's in it, so I really like Doc Bricks. I think he makes cool videos, but I think I'll be cheering for that team. Just actually meeting the person. So Sam, I believe is his name. I don't entirely know what his Instagram account is or something like that, because I've seen that before. Yeah, I'm not. Some Bones, I think, is what it is. But yeah, I've enjoyed watching that show. I think the last season was the first one I watched where I actually watched the full thing and saw the ending and all that. So, and it was nice to see a couple Canadian 3 Canadian teams in the final. So it was guaranteed that one of them was going to win, which was cool to see. And of course, they seem to continue that with the team I just talked about. So, other than that, Ahsoka came out yesterday, episode 4, pretty big one, and I expect that it will be even bigger with episode 5. I feel like there's been a lot of talk about episode 5 for a while, and I'm interested to see episode 5. Of course, that's, I believe, the longest episode. Like, it's almost an hour long, which, funny, last episode 4 was, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 minutes longer than episode 3, and I enjoyed episode 3. I really liked the stuff with Hera in that, with the chancellors. I don't know what it was about it, but I just really liked it. I've always liked Hera, so. anything with Hera in this show I'm going to like. That episode felt really quick. And this one was only a few minutes longer, and it felt a whole lot longer. The lightsaber scenes were great. And I don't know if we see Thrawn at the end of next episode or when it's going to be. I don't know if they'd have Ezra and Thrawn in the same episode, and then you have Hayden Christensen in next episode, so it's I don't know how much time is going to be taken up by that, and with flashbacks of young Ahsoka, younger Anakin. I'm just really excited for it. If we see him in the Jedi Temple, are we going to see Rex or Jesse or some cool Jedi just walking in the background? Is Plo Koon just going to show up out of nowhere just in the background? It would just... I'm very excited, and yeah, this is just the most excited I feel like I've felt about Star Wars in a while. I loved Andor, and it's up there for me, one of my favorite Star Wars things, but I don't know if I was excited for the week to week, but it wasn't like this, where I was just so interested in the show, but I guess I wasn't necessarily as excited about it. But this one, and for merchandise and stuff, I'm gonna get the Andor Lego set, and I might get a Funko Pop, but I don't want to get that much merchandise. I want to get pretty much everything for this show. It's also just because of how much I love the characters, and being able to buy these Rebels stuff now is so fun. So I feel like I walked by all the Rebels stuff in the aisle. When the show was coming out, season 3 and 4, I did watch a bit when it would be on TV. But other than that, I didn't set out and watch the show until after it was released. Actually, I think I did watch the whole thing right after season 4 was released fully. But I don't know if it was a full watch through, and then now I've watched it 3 or 4 times, and yeah, there are certainly parts of the Rebels show that it's not great, but as it goes on, and I just love the characters so much. The Ghost Crew, I can't name my favorite one or my least favorite one, because I just look at it. I love Sabine, I love Kanan, and I love Tara. And then Chopper is Chopper. And yeah, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this colorful stuff or not. I'm sure at some point you'll be able to, but it seems like it might be slightly covered up, because of course there's gonna be panels because what I'm building here seems to be the parts that will attach to the panels, which might be starting now. There's one sticker. There's quite a few stickers in this set. I realized I can throw this one out because I don't need any more of them. But this is one sticker sheet, and then this is actually, I believe, every sticker here was used for the Phantom, which has a ton of stickers in its low build, but it's honestly a pretty cute build. I'd be interested to see if we get a bigger one at some point that it just can't attach to the Ghost, and it's just a standalone thing. But I don't think that's necessarily needed. Going from... If I was looking to see what Lego sets we could get 4 episodes in, halfway through the show, let me just get this sticker in. Oh, one, okay. Okay. A lot of these stickers have clear backs on them, which, can leave a decent amount of residue on them, and especially if you pick them up, you can get fingerprints on them very easily, which is a little bit annoying. But they honestly don't look too bad. It's just if you like this one right here, the cockpit one, I am worried about. Of course, there is white on it, so if you can, I'd suggest just trying to pick it up in a way where you're picking up the colored part so you don't get smudges on the Can I just completely skip a step? Yep. Great. So, Lego sets, other than the 3 that we've gotten, which honestly are like perfect sets. Like with the sequels, or The Mandalorian, like I don't think you can look back at a wave, of course some of them being bigger than others, but a wave of sets, I think 3 is, I'd say, sort of enough to call it a wave. Or a line of the original release of the sets when the show came out, I don't think there's a better one than Ahsoka. Like, you've got the T6 shuttle, you've got the Ghost, you have Shin Hati's ship, you have the E-Wing, you have all characters you've seen in the show. I get there's a few, like those HK assassin droids. Of course, Jason, even though he's in the set, is inaccurate. Like, there's Baylan and Shin's ship, which I think, talking about future sets, I think that'd be a good one. Like, it's a really solid wave of sets. I think it just captures everything you want from this first half of the show. Especially those first two episodes, even the third. I think you get Huey. Yeah, it's, like, I love the Lothcat. Yeah. It's a really good wave. And I think they're really strong sets. I've only built one fully, being the T6 shuttle, and I'll build the other one at some point when I get it. I don't know when I'll get it, but it seems like that Gringotts promos has sold out pretty much everywhere. I don't know if my Lego store still has it. Maybe I'll have to call them up, but I assume they don't. But yeah, I checked the Lego store online today, and the Canadian store sold out, so I was looking at the price of it. It's around $50 to $60, which, these Harry Potter promos are worth a decent bit. The Grand Staircase is getting up there. It's almost 100. Diagon Alley's around the same. I don't know of that, the Gryffindor common room or dormitory, whatever it was, but I'm assuming that one, since it doesn't have any exclusive aspects to it, is not overly expensive. But yeah, the ones that have exclusive aspects to them, they're worth a fair bit. And I guess you see that all the time with promos, but I'm just sort of surprised with how much some of the Harry Potter promos are. And the threshold for this one wasn't too bad compared to some of those promos. Like the world houses, I think the thresholds on those are just absolutely ridiculous. They're like $270, $300, maybe even more. It might be $320, honestly. I think it might be $320, which they're cool, but they are not at all worth that threshold. And I'm happy that Star Wars May 4th has stayed around a decent threshold. Of course, with that one you have 3 promos usually, so, but yeah, it's promo thresholds are a bit nuts at the moment with some of them. I think the licensed themes ones honestly seem pretty reasonable, but some random promos are just, like the Bionicle one, the Blacktron promo, I think were like $200. Of course, you were able to get them recently where you could get both, and that was a really good one. I think that was around the time that Amazon Prime Day was happening to counteract against Lego being sold there, I guess. or having people buy from there and then Lego. But yeah, they were both sales, so I don't know. But yeah, I'm about to finish this bag, and I'll get into what I would want next year beyond that for Ahsoka. Okay, this seems like the first panel that is in place for the Ghost. The interior seems spacious enough for you to move around. Okay, so these are the little bits that go around the side. Bag 8. So I think there's 13 or 14 bags. Hera is not until like right at the end, which is disappointing. Let me see. 13. This, I think, is the last bag. I don't know. General Porter, is that the guy's name, or is that the E-Wing pilot? 11. So we have 2 more. He was in the last episode, and I think the episode that you are 9, 10. Let's see, Ace. There we go. Is this the one with Hera? 12. Yes. Oh, so that guy comes in bag 10. Okay. It's coming together, and it's looking pretty good. I think the Ghost is one of the coolest looking ships in Star Wars. It's very unique, and it's, I think both Lego sets have gone, so, oh, this is a really small bag. It's just these little bits there's 4 of them, and I'm assuming they go on, one on each section, one there, and there, and then the middle parts, go into those yellow pins, and then, of course, the Phantom attached there. I don't know if there's going to be a covering there, like if you're going to be able to see that brown Technic bit, or if you don't want to have the Phantom. Like, I wouldn't mind having the Phantom off to the side and this by itself. I sort of like the look of that better. But if it's going to have that brown thing just sticking up, I don't know if I necessarily want that. No, I'll just wait until I finish the build. So, Ahsoka, Wave 2, 3, whatever, sets in the future. Lost my... Okay, I should get that. It's water bottle. Oh, I thought it fell down under a chair that I had right there, but no. UCS sets. I think a T6 shuttle is a cool one. I think a Ghost around the size and price. So for T6, I'd want it to be that smaller May 4th size, 200, 260, 280. I don't know exactly what the price is on them now. It's sort of hard to tell Lego prices with them just changing constantly. But I'd want the T6, I think, to be in that cheaper price range. And of course, just a super detailed T6. I think the ship itself looks amazing, and would be a really nice UCS set. Of course, with a minifigure for that set, I think an arm-printed Sabine would be ideal, but I think getting an arm-printed Sabine in the future is another one. Of course, other UCS sets, a Ghost is, of course, one that you think of right away. I think more in the size of the Razor Crest. A few minifigures now. Do you do it sort of Falcon-based, where you have some minifigures from Rebels, some minifigures from Ahsoka? I think you have multiple options there, and I think making a mixed bag of minifigures would be a really fun way of doing it. Of course, those size of UCS sets do tend to have more minifigures, so we'll see about that. Nothing that I've seen except maybe Lothal that I would want as a Master Builder Series set. And even then, I don't know if I'd want a Master Builder Series Lothal. I'd probably just want a playset Lothal for the Communications Tower. And of course, in that set, you would be able to get the cutest little creature that there is, the little Lothcat, which is very cute. I like it. I want one. I saw it at Fan Expo, the prop at Fan Expo Canada a couple weekends ago. It was pretty cool to see all those Ahsoka props, the lightsabers for the characters. Sabine's helmet, which I'm excited to see the Black Series one, which I believe is coming out at some point. Along with the figures, they're really starting to ramp up how much merchandise they're releasing for this show. And I think come Christmas time, you'll see a lot of Lothcats on the shelves, just like who? Grogu. I don't know if we'll get to the point of Grogu where for Funko Pops you have about 1 million of them, but for Funko Pops for Lothcat, I expect you'll see flocked ones, different expressions. I wouldn't be shocked if the Lothcat got to somewhat near Grogu level, but I don't think any character will get to Grogu level again. Probably more like Porg level, maybe a bit above that, but that was in quite a bit of merchandise, so we'll see. But a Lego Lothcat would be a fun mold. These little sections seem interesting enough. In there. A little bit of blue in there. Yeah, it's quite colorful. That's that. Build this thing. Built 2 of these already and I can't figure it out. Great. What an imbecile. These sticker sheets are thinner. I don't know if it's because it's all clear back stickers or what, but it is a lot thinner than I've seen for other sticker sheets. I'm worried about that cockpit one, because if I pick it up at any point that's not... Yeah, you can pick it up at the white points, but if you pick it up at the clear point... Oh, I hate stickers that are really integral to the set. The bugle was gnarly for that. Having huge stickers right at the front of it, you screwed those up and you were screwed because your set was not gonna look good. But luckily it seems like the big domed one I believe is printed, which is great. But yeah, the small one that I'm assuming is right at the top is that sticker. And I think there's stickers on the panels, but there's not enough for one to go on all 4 of these, so I don't know where these are gonna go in this step. Some sort of building around the side and not... Built 3 of these and I started on step 139 instead of 134. I need to shut up and just build. Okay. Can't find pieces now. I think I found them. We're good. They have Hera running along the side of the instructions, like they have for different sets. I don't know if that's customized for even like small sets or the minifigure of the set. And I'm not sure how they're done for like an architecture set, but I'm assuming that any new architecture set that has that is just plain black instructions. I had 2 viewers there. 2 people. Moving up in the streaming world. I feel like when that happens, I am way too awkward with it. And that's when I start messing up builds. I'm looking over here because that's where I usually think the camera, or where it usually is, but I have my charger plugged into there. It's right there. Is it there? Yeah, it's there. Good. Okay. this bag has taken way too long. These 4 things have taken way too long. So, more about Ahsoka sets. When UCS sets, play scale sets. I think a Lothal communication tower would be fun. Of course, you get the Lothcat, which I think is going to be wanted because it's a little adorable little fella. Oh. Okay. It's this part that's exposed. I don't know why I was thinking it was this part that's exposed. It's this part that... Okay. I was starting to build it up on this last step, and it has this dark tan bit here, and it just felt like it was going to stand out way too much, even though this set certainly has bits that stand out. But I thought it was... Yeah. I saw it on the box a million bloody times, but didn't make the connection. Okay, so those attached to those, okay. There's candlestick pieces, or what are these? I don't remember, I've seen them before, but I really have no idea what they've been used for. But I can think about it, but I can't entirely place where it has been. Would it have been somewhere? Just don't know where. But somewhere it has been. What am I doing? Ghosty. Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't know how these were going to be attached, but now it makes sense at all. It's all coming together. Building this ghost. Starting to figure it out. Back to things. Okay. So, probably should pay attention to this and not screw it up. How is that connection so solid? I'm impressed. Okay. And, okay. So you have that back stud inside. Makes no sense at all. I'm going with it. Correct? That's correct. Okay. That's that. I was watching a decent amount of reviews for the T6 shuttle, and I thought it was going to be a lot smaller than it was, because the biggest thing that I saw about it, other than the backside of it being completely empty, is the size of it. And you know, it spreads out a decent amount that it's about the size of the Ghost. Like, the Ghost feels smaller to me than I thought it was going to be, but it's not too small. It's a better size than I thought it would be. I don't know why I thought it was going to be a bit bigger, but it just... What's the point of this? Oh yeah, didn't do that. Big hole in the thing. Makes sense why it's there. So, that's that. Okay. These little bits. These are the last step of the bag. Move on to bag 9, which I don't know what step is going to be what, like when you're going to have all the panels, if all the panels are going to be in one thing. Like, I haven't built a Falcon before, which feels weird to have a Star Wars collection for so long and not buy or build a Millennium Falcon. But I don't think I even have I've never bought a normal X-Wing. I don't know why. I kind of wanted to get the newest one because I saw a modification for it that turned it into Hera's X-Wing, and it looked pretty cool. I just haven't priced it out to see how much those dark green parts were going to be. But I got an extra older chopper to put in there. So, sort of slowly buying that stuff up. flip this thing over. Ooh. That fits in there so nice. Ooh, that looks good. It doesn't really. It looks... There's a lot of openings in it, but if that bit fits in way too good. You can see a ton of technicals, which I assume are not going to be covered up, and that's okay. Bag 9. Bag number 9. 13. 11. Is 9 going to be the last? Well, there's 12 or there's 9. We'll see which one comes out. 9. Oh, 12's the last. Okay. Yeah, I have no clue what section of the ship this is going to be. Oh, it's the little side bits that go onto those yellow Technic pins. Which... There's stickers on top of those. Is there a single picture that doesn't have the Phantom attached? Because is that brown pin sticking out of the thing the whole time? Like, it's not there, but I can't tell. Oh. There it is. Yeah, I have no idea if the brown pin is just going to be sticking out there the whole time. Which, if it is, it doesn't necessarily stand out in such colorful shit, but sort of does. Own 2 of these. Or are they different? Same thing. Maybe the sticker? I haven't tried it out to see if a normal minifigure actually fits in that Phantom. Because Jason looks very tight in there, in the picture. They really like this dark green in this set. Ton of it. Pink. They must have had a ton of colorful parts that they just unloaded onto this thing. Because there is a lot of it. Like, none of it, I think, is going to be exposed. But even if it was, it doesn't look too bad because the ship is just naturally pretty colorful. But, well, that's where the sticker goes. That's probably one. Should put it here. Okay. What is it? Sticker number 5. Okay, yeah, the same sticker. One of the few that doesn't have a clear back of it. Stickers seem thinner. They seem weirdly thinner in this thing. I don't know why. Like, it's definitely, the sticker sheet is definitely thinner. I don't know if this is a new thing. Or it's just the case because almost all of these stickers have clear backs to them. And they're not just plain, like... I need to open up another set, an older thing, to see if the sticker sheet's different. Because it feels different, and it looks different. And the stickers feel slightly different. Like, they leave a bit more residue on them. And especially with those clear ones, if you get any thumb marks on them, they're gonna screw up the look of your set. Luckily, the big ones that are right on top, I think I did them all right. think these are clear as well on the T6 shuttle. Oh no, they're not. Yeah, I don't have the sticker sheet with me to see if it was different. But all these ones, yeah, these ones aren't clear. They definitely look a bit different though. I think I've spent more of this stream talking about stickers than I have actually building the set. Should stop focusing on this thing, just build the bloody thing. There you are. That feels like it's gonna be knocked off easily. Oh good. There's a bit that attached. That would have been bad. You would have had that thing easily falling off. The T6 shuttle is pretty solid. This thing seems pretty solid. The base was pretty well built together. I don't think this thing is gonna crash and burn easily. Seems like it can be slashed around a bit. A little bit worried about these little bits, see if those can easily knock off. Like, I don't care for myself, but some of these parts seem like they, oh no, that sticks on there pretty well. The depth on this thing looks really nice. Yeah, that sticker is definitely different than a normal sticker that would just be on like a dark bluish gray color. It's a lot clearer than most of them, and the white is a lot more faded than you would want. Actually, what, that's supposed to be gray? Yeah, it's a lot more faded than you would want it to be, and probably more than you would usually see on a normal sticker sheet. Okay, good. There's a little bit, oh, I can still move around a little bit. You can't get knocked off that easily. Alright, same thing here, just the stickers placed in a different spot. There you are. And then the next part, I think, is the front. And then, so after these, there's the panels. There should be 4 of them, I'm assuming, which I have no idea where they're being attached. There's a little bits right there that I guess they can attach to, but I don't know. Then the front part, and then just the whole top section, which I think, looking from the box, is just one large piece and can just be attached, or these can just be put on and off pretty easily. That made no sense at all. Let's see on this thing. Okay. Most of the stickers now look like they'd be exterior stickers, but some of them might be for the interior of the ship. Like, there's 2 that I think will be interior ones. But it feels like the interior's been built up so much at this point that I don't know where you can put them. I screwed up the placement of that sticker. It is way too high. It's not terrible, but it's not my best. Stickersly. Okay, I should drink this before it gets cold. saw it a second ago and I couldn't find it, but I found it, so. The gray itself is not that bad. Of course, like with any sticker, it's slightly off from the actual color, but the light bluish gray in the sticker is very faded. But you don't, there was a clear one that was placed on yellow pieces and it had black in it. That was alright, the black is totally alright, but the gray here is a lot more faded. I'm assuming you're gonna have the same thing with any other sticker that has that color. The light bluish gray on the clear sticker looks alright. I need to look at some recent ones. That's a print. That's okay. That doesn't help. Yeah, I don't have anything near me that I can. Nope. Yeah, Rex just has solid colors, so. Like the T6 shuttle doesn't have that. It has like a clear set of stickers, or a solid set. It's not a clear back stickers, which I don't even know if it makes any sense at all, but that's the case of nonsense. I'm saying nonsense, more nonsense and more nonsense. Continue on the nonsense train for as long as I can ride it. Okay. Sure. There. Okay. Oh, these are going up. Pointed upwards. There we go. Okay. Move this out of the way now, so it's the little front bits, which have gray stickers, so I need to not cover up that sticker sheet like I'm currently doing. 42 minutes. Alright, probably build another bag after this. Two of these. I've had a good time with these Ahsoka sets. And probably also, being that it was a good release day, got there about 2 hours early and got my sets. There's probably about 10 people in line in front of me, and by the time it opened at 9 or 10, I think it was 10, there's probably about 20 or 30 behind me. And I think people behind me, they had boxes with the gunship as well as the Ghost. The E-Wing set seemed to stay on shelves for a few minutes. No one I saw in the store bought Chewbacca. Someone had a scale with them for the Marvel minifigures, which is quite a sight. I've had good luck with those. I've opened 8 of them, and I've got 7 different figures, so I'm pretty good. Better than other mystery items that I've opened up. But I know I'm going to end up in a spot where I have 11 of the 12 figures, and I end up just continually buying. I might as well just buy the figure at that point. I probably could have or should have just bought a whole set, but no, it's alright. I have no idea where this piece went. It's supposed to be here somewhere, but I don't see it. Okay, don't fall off. Okay. Okay, that's nice. Need this round 1x1 translucent red piece, and I can't find it. move on to the next step, clear out a few pieces, and see if maybe it appears after that. I'm sure it's here somewhere. Is it in... You should have space inside them. Nope. Okay. Cool. I can't find this piece at all. I'm gonna have to go get a bin of small bricks and see if I can find it. Or yeah, just find the piece. Okay, that's... I think the first ever set that I was missing a piece, and usually I'm not missing a piece, it's more of just a case of I've placed it somewhere, or, yeah, it's mostly the I've placed it somewhere thing. But this one, I just can't find it. It's not in the bag. I gotta use it in one of these steps. I don't know. I really have no idea where it is. Like, it's all 1x1 parts at this point. If it was here, I'd see it. It would stand out. The only red piece is another one of these. Okay. Let's check this. No. Nope. No. Oh, no. Thought it was gonna be under there. Nope. True for me. Not on my chair. Yeah, I don't know. Little small bags, nope. Okay. It's not integral to the build or anything, but I, of course, want it to have every piece going into it. Nice pink. Did you? No. It's one of the covers that they sell. So yeah, it was. I don't even know if they sell other ones as it is, except for that Spider-Man one. But no, it's just a cover that clips on. It was a little bit difficult to clip on, but yeah, it's just a clip-on case for it. So I had to remove the white one and attach that one. It was pretty simple to do. I think they released a few months after the console came out. But yeah, I wouldn't trust myself to paint that type of thing. I'd probably end up breaking the console or doing something with it, but it certainly wouldn't turn out too well if I tried to paint something like that. Okay. I'll be back in a second. Yeah, so there's a bunch of different colors. So pretty much every single color that they've made controllers for. So it's also the blue controller. I think they have covers. So there's blue, black, that pink. There's probably a red one. There's a bunch of different colors, and I think with there's a one coming out for Spider-Man, I think, that has like Venom. It's red, and then it has like Venom colors going through it. So yeah, I think they're pretty cool covers. It's the same thing that you get on the thing. It's just a detachable thing. Yeah, I'm gonna go get that bin of pieces, see if I can find one to replace that with. Sure, I'll be able to find something in here. Oh! Oh, great. I thought I saw it right away. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Okay. There we go. That was easy enough. Knock it over in this thing. Okay, there we go. I've rarely had missing pieces, so it feels really weird. But I feel like it's becoming more of a common occurrence in recent times than it ever was. Like, the black pearl was the first thing that I had a missing piece with. It was a pretty integral one, too. I think it was some sort of rope piece, and it was just not there. I don't know. There's no way that it was missing, because it was just such a big piece. It must have been in some sort of package by itself, and I threw it out. There's no way that was not in that box. Like, a 1x1 piece I can sort of understand, but not this one. There's two of these, and yeah. Oh, that is gonna be way too cool now. It's not too bad. Actually, no. Nope. That's not good. Let me see. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm surprised I found that, honestly. But I just pretty much have a bin of just 1x1 bits like this that are just from extra pieces of sets, and I thought I saw it the first time, but it was a stud instead of just a flat piece, and yeah, luckily it doesn't seem like it would have been that rare of a part, and I would have been able to find it pretty easily, but let me see how these attach. Alright, I think I'm going to end this stream now. I have some work that I need to get done with these pens to draw some architectural drawings. So, that's that. These parts look like they should be extras, not are things I didn't place. So, yeah, that's that. So, maybe I'll stream this set, build. That's nonsense. Well, see you later.